On this,
On that
no, on the Bird Journal, I used, wait a minute, I forgot the name.
Did you see that?
Hold on.
That metal washer. She was using that
Bronzed statue.
pink glue.
That was really pretty. Bronzed statue.
So what are these products that we're showing? What is
These
this
are
called?
embossing powders. They're called, Seth Apter calls them baked textures. Ancient Amber is really pretty.
I have that one, yeah.
Dirty Sand, I don't hate it, don't love it. But this patina oxide is really pretty. You can see how they've got mixes of colors in them. There you go. So it's not just a solid color. It makes them look more real. Oh, and I love his chunky rust.
Yes, I have the chunky restaurant and the ancient amber.
And what's this one? This is rusty indigo. It's really pretty too.
It's a heat embossing powder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hands down, this is never allowed to be empty.
Oh,
They are different to the extent that there's actually a texture to them.
Well, and they're
and different colorants in them, more than just one.
So, see all the different colors in there? That's probably a good example.
yeah.
Here.
I have a heat embossing powder, but it's not Seth Apter. It's a different brand, but it looks like it's probably the same thing. It's textured. It has different colors in it. Yeah.
There you go. You can get a good look of.
I need to get that patina one. I like that patina one.
Yeah. It's called patina oxide.
Ooh.
And they come in a pouch. And I just transfer them into a different container just because I just don't love the pouches.
That's right.
And then I just tape on, I'll cut,
So,
like I cut this out of the pouch and then just tape it on the top of the container. So if I use this up and choose not to replace it, I just take this label off. It's not glued on here or anything. It's taped on.
I'm going to go in here and eat someone real quick.
See, I transfer mine to the jars too. Luckily, they send the jars with them. Or at least when I've gotten them, they've sent jars with them. So
yeah, it depends on who you're getting from. If you're getting directly from the website, you just get the pouch.
Jurek?
Yeah, I'm eating him.
Okay.
I think I got mine from Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle, she used to. I don't know if she still does that or not.
I know Danielle is looking at getting some for me, so she will have some available.
All right. Bye, Derek. Thanks for coming in. You've been yeeted.
What happened?
What was that?
Lucy, that's the vintage beeswax.
Vintage beeswax.
One of those spam bot people. They like to come in here and make fun of Casey's hands and just be annoying.
That one was funny though.
Yeah, this one was just dumb. He just said Sigma, which is dumb. So he's gone.
I was wondering what that was about. I was like,
he got the Yeet Royale. I only know that because I have two 16-year-olds. One's mine and one's my nephew, but he might as well be mine. His mom is the one that's overseas.
Yeah, Stampendous. That's what I probably have.
That's the one you've always wanted, Lucy. Yeah.
Oh, and then you guys, Debbie Epps came out with a collage book. It's on her Etsy digital store. It is rusty items.
Oh yeah, that's one you were talking to me about.
it.
Wait a minute, what store is it on?
It's Debbie Epps in her Etsy store. You can buy the digital so you can keep printing it out, or
What
you
is
can
her,
get the collage book on Amazon.
what is her Etsy
Debbie,
store?
put your Etsy store in. And she has a bug. She did bugs.
What?
All right, friends, I'm jumping off of here.
Oh,
My
it's
feet
just Debbie Epps. It's your name.
are
Okay.
frozen, but I'll be in chat. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye,
Bye,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Bye. We'll see you later.
All right, Cheryl, go back to the glossy accents conversation.
Yeah.
This is a rusted washer. First thing I do for anything that's rusted is I coat it. And I usually coat it with glossy accents. And it's not really glossy. This has a coat on it. I just put it on here and just dried it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use this as a tab topper for this tag.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is use glossy accents to glue this onto here. Poke a hole, put something through it, and that becomes the top of the tag.
Right. So
That's-
if you were
Really good example.
if you were putting that washer on something that was metal, would you still use glossy accents?
Depends.
Okay.
When I'm putting assemblage pieces together, I almost exclusively use matte gel medium.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. I never, ever, ever would have guessed that. So I
Coffee.
apparently need some.
Coffee is covered, guys.
I like that.
It's coffee
I
time.
love that. I love the
Yes.
vintage label for that.
That's from Artie Mays. Mandria Allen has it was at least 2 years ago. I did a coffee themed journal. And that's the kit that I used when I did it. Get it off of me.
It's Sean today.
She's like, back off.
I looked up and I'm like, what? I'm not doing anything.
Remember, Kip's not a spotlight performer.
No.
Hey Cheryl, do you have stuff to paint? The resin pieces.
I assume so. Do I need anything special?
Gesso.
Just some gesso paint.
I have gesso.
Okay.
I have a billion acrylic paints. I have stains. I have oil paints and watercolors. I assume I have whatever it takes.
And you do have some wax too.
I do have some waxes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, sure do.
You're golden.
Yep.
Pretty much once you get that gesso on there, you're set to go to put whatever, pretty much.
Yeah. The only thing the white gesso, just this, you have to do so many coats of the resin on it. It just soaks it up.
Ooh, you want to know
Or
what
does
I
it
just
really?
got?
Huh?
I just got. So I had a Christmas gift card. So I went hit one of the store's sales. Can you see what that says? Gray gesso.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Gray gesso?
Oh.
What?
Because you could put that down and then paint
See it?
Huh.
white over it.
That's kind of fun. Have you
Now
played
there's
with it
also
yet?
a brand. There is a brand Matisse makes.
brand right there.
So these are tinted gessos too, from Daravan Matisse. They're expensive, but it's a huge container. So I have beige,
That
I've seen you use the beige one before.
antique.
that is really expensive though, right?
So you use that the same as gesso?
Gesso, yes.
It's a J.
Yeah, I've seen those before,
no.
and I think I cried a little.
I've never paid full price for these.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
No, it would hurt a little, huh?
Or any of my Liquitex and Golden are my two favorite brands, generally speaking, and I always get them on sale.
Okay.
Hey, since we're
love
doing this, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Here. So I use this you can't really see it, but it's US Art Supply Clear Gesso, acrylic medium. Oh, there it is. So super cheapy, right? But I use clear gesso like 99% of the time.
Okay.
But so I'm using a super cheapy brand because I'm trying to learn all the stuff and what it is, and I don't know what I like yet. What is the difference between something like this and your favorites? Like what is it? What is the effect that you see?
A lot of, and I can't speak for any specific brands, nor
Right.
want to do that. But some companies, the less expensive mediums, like a less expensive gesso, a lot of times they'll use more water in their formula or more fillers in their formula. And if you line your gessos up, you've got a liquid gesso, and you've got heavy matte gesso, and you've got there's different textures and consistencies. And it's a base. It's your starting point. What does Jen say? Yeah, the type of dust. Thank you. That's a good one. I forgot about that. But it just really has to do with their formulations, really, in the long run.
I haven't done. I've been using it for a long time, a couple years anyway. So for a while. But here's the thing: I don't know enough to know what I care about yet. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I have used homemade gesso. I'll make my own, and I don't have a problem with that. I think it's just fine.
And if you don't, then there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't. I'm just wondering what kinds of things will I look for if you want to invest in trying something new, like what kind of features am I watching for? So maybe I'll try something like a brand that you recommend, and I'll go, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that is what you have to do. Just kind of try things out and see what you like and see what you don't like.
Random dude, I don't know who you are either.
Oh, well, hello, random dude on the internet. How are you?
We're doing all
Jen,
sorts
what,
of crafty things.
Cheryl, read what Jen's writing
Oh, okay.
in chat. Thanks, Jen.
Oh, bleed through. What is cleaving from the surface? Is that when it pops up? When it like bends and pops up or something? I don't know. Elaborate, Jen. Bleed through is a problem, but this gesso that I use is pretty cheapy, but it is pretty good. I haven't had a big problem with that. Detaching. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
I don't see any cats, so
The
sorry.
flaky, the flaking off, all of that kind of stuff.
The next cat I see that you said hi. Well, believe it or not, they've all left my room finally. But, I'll say hi to them. I always do because they're so cute. I can't stand it. Oh yeah, for sure, Jen. And I'm certainly nowhere near.
Well, and I've heard you can use basic white house paint as an alternate to using gesso.
So
It depends on what you're doing. You know, it's like I've been saying.
yeah. I mean, gesso is. I mean, I think you probably could if it didn't matter, right? And what you like and what you're doing. But gesso, the characteristic of gesso is that it's a primer and it has a bit of tooth to it, so it holds on to your medium, right? If you use just a plain house paint, it's just not going to have that little bit.
Jen and Diane both said no to the house paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. She didn't say no. She said no.
Yeah. And a
an exclamation. She said no.
I don't know who it was I was watching, but I was watching somebody who was saying they were so mad about this certain kind of gesso. They hated it, and everybody talked about how great it was, and they hated it. And they hated it because it had that textury bit, and it was a little bit gritty. And I thought, well, whoever it was said, you want your gesso to be completely smooth and perfect. And
well, there are textures there are gessos that are smoother than others and some that are more textured than others.
There sure are, but that person said you want she used matte medium, I think, instead.
That's not
the same product at all.
No.
I thought it was a little entertaining, but yeah. Like everything she said was backwards from what I had ever learned, and I had to go look it up. It's like, wait a minute, what?
Well, I always say, and I'll say it again, there is no right or wrong in what we do. There's just different ways of doing things. She's wrong, but otherwise there's no right or wrong.
She was wrong, and she was sharing information that was completely backwards. But in the end, you're absolutely right that there's nothing wrong. She can use whatever she wants.
That's right.
Lucy said the extra thick gesso is pretty smooth.
Is it really? Okay. It must use an extra fine whatever it uses, right? Powder. I didn't like the smell of baby powder when I made the homemade one. So I used some other powder in my house. I don't remember what it was, but it smelled like my husband then. I didn't like that either. Poor guy.
So the context for my comment with the house paint thing, and I don't remember if it's actually house paint or house paint primer or whatever it is, but the context for that is coming from a local artist, and her father even uses it in his art, and he's been doing it for years. So I only say that based off of their experience with it.
Right.
You think we can reach that?
So
We were supposed to say that.
I'm not saying it is the way to go. That's just what
There are
they told
rules.
me, and that's what they use, and it
There
works for them.
There's quote unquote rules in art, and rules are meant to be broken. You have to learn them, then you can break them.
Or, I was just thinking something similar. I think the only reason it matters at all is when you're sharing the information part.
Here we go.
Like if you're looking for that tooth to really hold on to whatever medium you're using, house paint isn't going to do it for you. So you want to know what gesso is and that will do it for you. But if you're just looking for a primer to seal and white paint works for you, there's absolutely zero reason you shouldn't use it.
Yeah. Like I got it just to experiment with it
Mhm.
because like they've mentioned they've been using it for years, and well, the lady I was specifically talking to, she's been using it for years, and her father's been using it for decades. So I wanted to at least experiment with it. So, and I wanted to get your guys' input if you've tried it, how it works for you. So,
You know what I think is really good about that, Casey? We
instead of
are
slapping me,
some of us anyway, junk journal artists, right? And when I make a junk journal, I try to make it out of everything I have on hand.
mm-hmm.
You know, so if leftover white paint, or actually any color, because like Debbie just showed, you can get gesso in every color, right? But if leftover paint from painting the walls in my house is what I have, what a great junk journal thing to use.
Right.
Well, it depends on what you're creating too. You're talking about journals, but I think, when you start talking about artist grade materials like gessos and things like that, that tends to be more just different kinds of art, right? Different bases for the different projects you're working on, whether it's mixed media or you're a fine artist and you're a watercolor painter or a acrylic painter, whatever you are. You have to use the products that work for what you're doing.
Yeah,
But,
true.
but like Jen's saying here, understanding those materials that's what I mean by learn the rules and then break them. Understand, what gesso was intended for, what it is, or the different mediums, and there's a ton of them out there. And then you can say, okay, now let me try this.
Yeah.
It can be so confusing though, because I don't own any matte medium matte gel medium, whatever. I'm trying to say words, but I don't have any of that. But I keep hearing you guys talk about it, and I really think that I need some of that.
So Jen, there you go. There's you a thing to teach us.
There you go.
All right, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Even everybody on the panel.
Sean's gonna do a giveaway.
I'm gonna do a giveaway of one of my tags I just did today.
What?
So give me a number between 1 and 30.
Go people, go!
Even the people in the panel.
So, do we need to type in, or we just tell you what our number is?
Type it in, please.
I can't join chat, so I will sit out.
No, you just
What number, Cheryl?
Oh, between 1 and 30?
yes.
22.
Well, for some reason, it doubled it.
Casey,
That's-
Debbie Epps got 23 before you.
Oh, did she? My thing.
Oh, thank you, Lindy.
Okay, I see it. Because mine glitched out when it did it. That's weird.
All right.
Well,
You're so
give me a moment because I gotta find a number that's not already taken.
I will have to look into it later, but I tried to join chat a few times and it wouldn't let me for something.
You double did it again, Casey.
Yeah, apparently I don't see. Yeah, for some reason it's doubling up.
Oh, it's not in chat.
There's an echo in here.
Yeah, but like in YouTube, it's not doubled.
Oh, because it's not only putting it on your channel, it's also putting it on Sarah's because it's still streaming to Sarah's.
Oh, okay.
Miss Troublemaker.
So it's spreading it out. is
Yeah.
what's going on.
Okay. Here, do your random thing right here.
Okay.
1 to 30.
So So if I had my channel linked, it'd probably triple it.
Hey, Series, give me a number between 1 and 30.
A random number between 1 and 30 is 7.
Oh,
That is Danielle.
Danielle.
that's Danielle. Very nice.
Congratulations, Danielle.
Get you your stuff.
Yeah,
Congrats,
she's busy.
Danielle.
I'm gonna charge her for
Lucky
this.
girl.
Yes. Congratulations. We would have gave the other one away, but I'm keeping it.
Yeah, she stole it.
Which one did you steal?
The
The
other one.
conductor.
The,
Oh, okay.
the conductor.
Oh, yep.
That's fun.
Thank you, Sean. That was very nice.
You're very.
That was awesome.
Had to make it special since it was my first time.
Your inaugural event.
And I learned a lot of stuff from Debbie today.
No, not me.
I did too.
I just talk.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Did you see what she just put?
1, 2,
Ooh, Lucy.
5.
Oh, cool.
Lucy's doing a journal.
Oh, Lucy
What?
Richard Lincoln. And then Debbie Epps shared a link for Liquitex.
A good price.
Yes, it's on Amazon.
Wait,
A 32-ounce professional matte gel medium for $11.24.
That's a good price.
Oh, that is a good price. Okay. Well, I hadn't pulled the trigger yet, but I think I probably should, huh? I'm going to look that up immediately.
So
Oh, you
that
have-
was for what?
Did you say you linked it?
Debbie did.
Debbie did.
Debbie Epps.
Oh, looks like right there. Thank you. That's kind of fab.
Good looking out.
Thank you, Debbie Epps.
Now I gotta go hide all my stuff where Lindy don't use it.
And everybody needs to go over to Lucy's.
Isn't that a what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine kind of?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
Although he's doing a lot more taking than giving.
Ah. Well, I didn't say what's yours is. Wait a minute. What's mine? What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Well, now see.
Oh, that's it.
Well, I just figured something out the other day, though. She is starting going to doing a lot of grungy stuff. So she is not using none of her green or her white lace. So all this is up for grabs.
Yep.
So
Use it or lose it.
that is very true.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, Lindy, if you're not using it, you're going to lose it to Sean.
yeah.
Yes. He's looking at doing
Use that
a
quick word,
French
Sarah.
journal.
Yes.
It's officially done.
Oh,
Ooh, a
very
French
cute.
journal. Ooh la la.
Wow.
I'm trying to step out of my step out of my thing and try to do another because I'm still working on my circus journal. That one's going a little slow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm taking over the journal, Casey.
You're taking over the circus?
Yes. I'm going a little too slow. I'm losing, I don't know. It's just, I have so much stuff to put in. It's just overwhelming.
I get that.
Mm-hmm. Just take your time.
Yep.
Thank you, Debbie. Just so you know, I hit the buy now button. And the best part is, it was my husband's credit card.
Even better.
What you bought?
Oops. I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't mean it.
Hey, Michael.
It is.
I just forgot to change the payment method, I swear.
But that's what I mean about, you got to stay on the hunt for what you want, make a wish list, right? And just keep looking for it and you'll find good prices.
So how much glue does your cat have on her paws?
Oh, jeez. He's going to be all glue.
Oh, poor baby.
Go over there. 7. Not kidding. 7 beds. 7. In this room. Oh, good grief.
All right, guys, I am going to hop off so I can work on a top secret project.
No.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I'm kidding. No, I need to record. So this coming Thursday is at the 13th, I think.
Over there.
I'm going to do the first Inspired by Color.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Yay.
great.
So I do need to record that video so I really can post it on Thursday.
That is the trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
In order to post a video,
I have a
you have
plan.
to record it.
You have to, and in my case, I edit all my videos too. So I usually edit on Sunday nights and Monday nights and post my regular weekly videos. I tend to post on Tuesdays, not always, but this what I'm going to do, this Inspired by Color, I'm going to do every other Thursday is the plan right now. And if you want to see here, let me lift something up here. I'm not going to show you. I will show you the Inspiration, which is the one that Lindy fell in love with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that moth one.
Yeah.
So,
That's why my wife got 2
with a lot
books
of colors
from her.
than I usually use.
I got 4.
I have all 4 of them too.
So you're the one that cost me them books.
Put it on
Yeah.
so they can see.
There's one of them I don't care for.
Didn't
This
you
is
kind of process information and decide that the cube and the book are both necessary?
Necessary? None of it's necessary.
Well, yeah, I know. But, I mean, I thought there was some processing going on, and we figured out they work well together.
I did get, and Lindy did too, I think. I did get the cubes. I get both of them. And I have all 4 of the books now. I did only have 2 books, but I did go ahead and get the other 2. One of them I don't care for because she didn't. Here, I'll show you why. Hang on. Because they're right here in front of me. The books are. The cubes are upstairs. I flipped through the cubes and did this and made some, picked some favorites. This one doesn't have the palette swatches in it. And while it's cool to look at, I really want those swatches. It's got great inspiration, but it's not. It doesn't have.
It then expects you to pull out your own palette, right?
Yeah, but even these in the book don't. This isn't giving you, color mixes or like the cards do, hex colors or anything like that. But it isolates. It extracts them out for me and isolates them, whereas this one's not doing that. Wherever it went.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It helps your brain.
It just helps you see it, like this.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe you don't Yeah, just because it's there doesn't mean you're going to follow that exactly right. Maybe you like a different color in there, but it helps your brain kind of get your head around.
It's just an inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration. It even says
It's in the title.
right there.
It's right there.
So I got the books so I could follow along with her, but I'm going to cut mine and put them into binders so I can make notes.
You can see all the ones I've marked that I like
Mm-hmm.
just in the books. But then the cubes, I went through and marked some too. And Debbie, I think I've seen Palette Scout too. They're all great tools for
Oh.
just for inspiration. You know, I should do a video on the books and magazines I use for inspiration. You know, I have one bookshelf that's sort of dedicated to that, you know, and there's actually a chair sitting right next to it. I can literally walk up, sit down, just pick something up and flip through it, close it, put it back on the shelf and be on my way. And that just helps my brain kind of constantly gives me inspiration.
Yeah. It's in the title. Yeah. Yeah. I have a cube of some sort and I wanted to see if it's the same thing you guys are talking about or have, and I can't find it. So, you know, fat lot of good that's gonna do me.
So anyway,
I have one.
and so I'm going to use a mix of some paint, some paper, anyway, that's going to start this week.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
Awesome.
Yay. I can't wait.
But I'm not a color mixing expert, so there's that.
But
And
it
you said it's gonna come out Thursdays, every other Thursday.
Every other
Something
Thursday.
like that. Okay.
Mhm.
it helps with new people that are like, I just look at colors and go, okay, these two look good together. I'm good. I don't look at color like other people look into color. So this is great for me.
Well, and the nice thing I like about this is I mean, I love, you know, mixing colors, and it's just one of the things that I just have fun with. But this is inspiring because I don't know that I would put this rosy color with this orangish color, you know, like these, that looks more like a burnt sienna almost, but you know what I mean? It just is inspiring to say, okay, here's the image. Oh, okay. That actually is really pretty. You know, now what can I do with that? And so the challenge is to select, you know, an inspiration, whether it's a card from the cube or a page from the book, and say, okay, I'm going to take this palette now, I'm going to create something. And that something is going to be different all the time. I think this first one, I think I'm going to do a tag, but then I might do a little, you know, like a 4x4, just artboard, or I might do a page in a journal I'm currently working on, or, you know, it just kind of depends. But the idea is to see that, to not be afraid of color and mixing it and playing with it and
Doing all the things.
all the things. Like, look at that. Like, that's actually an ugly, that's like baby poop. Baby poop. Very close.
I like that page that you were just looking at, because I wouldn't put, I wouldn't use that palette in the first place because I don't like those colors at all.
Well,
But if I was going to use those colors, I wouldn't put them with black and gray. I would put them with brown and tan. And
and that's
so even that's a challenge sometimes.
yeah, look, I marked this one. That's my challenge, and part of why I'm doing this too is to challenge myself, because I'm the same way, Cheryl. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I have a go-to, you know, kind of color palette that I use, and so the idea is that this will bring me outside of my comfort zone a little bit too.
That's what I always hope for. I can't tell you how much green everything I go through.
Yeah, and Debbie, a really good place to look for images with palettes that are different, you know, not in something physical that you have to buy, is on Pinterest. You could just type in color inspiration palettes and you'll get a ton of them. And a lot of those are house paints, but it's the same idea. where you're getting, you know, these colors and this beautiful image or home decor scene or something like that that can inspire you. So Pinterest is a great place to find those kinds of images as well.
So is just Google Images. Just Google color palettes, and
Right.
of them come up.
Right. You don't have to purchase, you don't have to spend money. Big caveat there. You do not have to do this. Okay, take it off of me now.
Take it off. Take it off.
Anyway, anywho, what I was doing was saying goodbye.
And on April the 22nd, Debbie Epps is having a D-Stash sale.
Ooh.
So I will not be on that Saturday because she's going to sell at 1 Central.
Everybody, I'm gonna step away and put my stuff up, but Lindy's got the front of the table again.
Bye, Sean.
Yeah, now that
Hey,
it's
Sean.
go.
And thank you everybody for helping me and getting through this.
Well, they turned out awesome.
Yes, they turn out phenomenal, Sean.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Sean. All right, on that note, bye guys.
Bye, Debbie.
Bye, Debbie.
Debbie.
Bye.
All right.
All right.
It is about that time for all of us.
Yes, it is.
Oh, are we leaving? Okay, we're
Yep.
back. We're all
We
leaving.
usually call it at noon.
Okay. Ow.
4
That'd be good.
hours.
I got a
We've
cat
got-
stuck in my hair.
Laundry. And don't forget, if you guys need any supplies, reach out to Danielle. She's just kicking off her business, and she can get you supplies.
I don't know how to reach Danielle. How do I reach Danielle?
She's the Gypsy's Craft Nook.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'll look that up. Oh.
Yes. So don't forget to go and register at Lucy's for her journal giveaway. Casey, you got anything going on?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
March 18th, you do.
To who what?
March 18th, you do. Should we talk about that?
Let's go through the details first.
Okay. Okay, we have a secret.
Because I'm not even 100% sure on the details myself. So,
All right. We have a secret then.
Okay.
So there.
all right.
All right. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Oh, she. I think she forgot